Self-sabotage Part 2. Your old self can no longer sustain the life you're trying to lead. Listen to that again. Your old self cannot sustain the life that you're trying to lead. It is time for a reinvention and rebirth if you really want to change your life. Because no matter how it is, your old habits, your old beliefs, your self-image back in the day, it no longer serves you anymore if you want to become a new person. Okay? And how do we do this? We become very conscious of the negative and false beliefs that telling ourselves. These negative beliefs and false beliefs can be that you have accustomed to, that you don't think that you have, but in the back of your head, you know you have these false beliefs. And normally it's negative and false beliefs that's holding you back. A different example could be, well, now I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of living the life. Well, I'm not that guy, so I can't do it. I don't have the same skill sets. It's not good because at the end of the day, everything like this you can adapt to and you can learn. So become very conscious and aware of these beliefs, okay? And start shifting to a mindset that actually serves you, because that's very important. Instead of saying, I cannot do this one thing, say, I can do this thing with enough practice and enough learning and enough mistakes. I can actually do this thing. So start shifting to that mindset that it's possible. It is possible, actually. The next thing is that you have to get out of denial. You have to get real with yourself, brutal honesty. You cannot lie to yourself. That's how you get stuck, because you say you're living a bad life and you're like, it's actually okay, like I can get used to this, or but you won't, because that's not the life you want to live, right? And you know it yourself. So be real with yourself. Don't lie. And you could do better in your life. If you say that to yourself, you might actually be right. So begin to adopt this, like, I could actually be better in your life, and yeah, this could actually be a possibility. And stop being in the blaming mode. Like, stop blaming people. Stop blaming circumstances. Stop blaming your past for everything. It's time to reinvent and let go of the blame. It doesn't serve anyone any good. And now you have to also stop justifying the way you act, feel, live. Stop justifying the junk food. Stop justifying all the social media you're watching. Stop like justifying all the video games, all the bad habits that you do. Like, stop justifying the people that you're around that doesn't serve you at all. Stop justifying these things, okay? Next part is the first step of healing in self-sabotage. You have to take full accountability over your life. The greatest act of self-love is to no longer accept a life you're unhappy with. It is to be able to state the problem plainly and in a straightforward manner. Look at it objectively, not subjectively. Once you can do that, you can see things for what they are. And you have to get some clarity by writing down everything you're unhappy with. If you're unhappy with all the debt you have in your life, write them all down. What is exactly that it is? If it's your finances, how is your expenses? How are your income? All of these things. Write down what you're unhappy with so you can become conscious, aware of it. If you have a bad image of yourself, if you feel like you're like so bad, like nobody likes you or anything like that in your life, write that down because you're unhappy with that, and ask yourself, where did that come from? And if you want to do one thing but you're not ready to do it, you get to this point. At some point in time, you have a choice. You can make peace with it, or you can commit to changing for what you want to change to. And it's the lingering decision that is actually holding you back that is self-sabotage. And the path begins right here, far away from your goal or not knowing the path, It's normal. You have to hit rock bottom in your life. You have to get to a point of I will never accept my life getting to this point again. And it's not just a moment that just lasts for 3 hours. What it is like it's habits over time, beliefs over time that you have kept on building up and it kept on compounding, and you get to a point that you can't not even justify it anymore because it feels so bad. So you can't even justify that you are in this place. You really want to change because it hurts you deep inside. Most people do not actually change their life until changing becomes the less comfortable option. So what that means is it has to be more uncomfortable staying where you are currently in your life compared to the uncomfortable situation you're going to arrive into, the life path you're pursuing. That has to be more comfortable than staying where you are currently. And in self-sabotage, we often are afraid of drastic change, and that is that internal work is temporarily more comfortable, and you have to do internal work with yourself, and that will become so uncomfortable because you have to dig up some things in the past. You have to dig up some uncomfortable truth about yourself, and that will be very uncomfortable. And that's why most people won't even change because for a moment in time we have to be way more comfortable than we are currently in our life to be able to change, because we have to look deep within and see how did we get here. We have to come to terms with this is where I am in life, see the truth for what it is, and to put an end to self-sabotage behavior. There's a change on the horizon, and your new life is going to cost you the old one. You are going to build a new comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward. And the way to do that is slowly incorporating uncomfortable things, things that you're not used to. And slowly over time, the more you do that, that will just become the new baseline for what you're doing. And when that becomes your new baseline, it becomes your new comfort zone. Let me know if you want a part 3 of this series of self-sabotage. If you want that, please let me know and I'll make another one. Until next time, take care.